Another 10 questions, you guys. 10 big ones. Okay? Do another 10. Quick 10 here. I like the energy of the quick 10s, you guys. So that's what we're going to do. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Hope it was fun for you guys. Hope you guys hung out with family and all that. Friends and stuff. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, you guys, go ahead and ask your question. I'm going to do 10 quick questions again. I really like the energy of those readings. So, can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me all right. Let me know if you can't hear me all right. All right, so you guys give me a question. All right, what's coming to me in love? Love reading. So, Ariana, what's coming to you in love? Let's see here. Let's use the romance angels for this one, since it is a love question. Perfect, right? You guys hear me okay? So what's going on with Ariana here? What's coming to her in love? Oh, I'm sorry, Dream Girl. I totally missed you. We'll do you right after, okay? I'm sorry about that. So, what's coming to you in love, Ariana? Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So be careful with that. If you're already involved, that would be somebody you're already involved with is, deceiving you in some way. So be careful with that. If it's not, if you're single, basically, if you were waiting, if you wanted a little action in your life, there it is. But if you didn't, then sadly, it looks like somebody you really shouldn't be trusting around you. Let's see what else is going on here. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. So instead of saying like flirt with this person because they're a good person for you, I feel like this is saying basically, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Like, don't let this get you down. Don't let this take your the radiance from your personality. Don't let people, like, just because they're deceiving you doesn't mean you have to like be angry about it. You know what I mean? It sucks, but it's like, don't let it get you down to the point where you're like basically not even you anymore. You still have that radiant energy inside, and that's what you should be showing to people, and then that will help you and find somebody else. You don't want to be an angry, bitter person. That doesn't help you find love. So all right, so let's see here. And worth waiting for. So divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, you got to just be patient, dude. Sometimes we just don't find good people, and that's not really your fault. It can be, like, you have to have boundaries. Some people are really good at faking it, though, so just, don't beat yourself up. Just make sure, just make sure that basically you're being you still, and you're able to still smile, able to still express your radiance and have other people see that. You don't want that to be taken from you because of this stupid fucker, you know? So, why do I keep losing myself on here? It keeps, like, stopping. So, anyway. General for Dream Girl. Dream Girl. Dream Girl, let's see. Losing some cards already. Okay, dude, you need to back up. Go. He just doesn't know how to, like, not back up. He just wants to be all up on my ass. It's like fucking... It's okay, baby. He whines at the smallest thing, so don't worry, I didn't hurt him. He yelps like that. People do that all the time. They, like, touch him barely. He's like, yeah! And they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, he does that. He's very, well, I guess traumatized a little bit, but that's probably why he is like that. Okay, we found him, so, in front of a Sears, so who knows what they did to him before we got him. But that's my baby. Anyway, General for Dream Girl. He just wants to be right next to me all the time. Alright. General. Got an Aries. or need to control yourself. Or maybe you are very responsible and able to control yourself now. But it seems like general, like a message that it would be saying to you would be you need to have more self-control, or there's an Aries in your life, right? So the Chariot, this is a Cancer energy. It's talking about, making decisions and taking actions in a certain direction. So this is not the direction you're taking, but it's deciding which direction to take, right? So it's careful, it's cautious direction. It's not just like frivolous, or it's not just like careless, you know. So let's see what else we have here for Dream Girl. Yeah, and something's coming to light, or you're about to feel really really great in this energy that you're about to find yourself in. So it's like, taking actions. Don't procrastinate anymore. This is not a time to like think about things anymore. Now it's a time to like take action. But the thing about it, it's not exactly time to just take action though. It is still time to be cautious about that action. Like, you've done a lot of thinking and contemplating, but now it's time to actually, act on it. But don't forget everything you've been cautious about, and don't forget everything you've been thinking about. You know what I mean? Like, actually use that, and actually do what you've been planning on doing. You know what I mean? Like, be careful, but just don't be sitting there thinking about it anymore. Like, do something about it. Also, changes or endings in your life coming. This is Scorpio energy as well. So we have Aries, Cancer, and Scorpio could be involved in your life. If it is these signs, any of these signs, then we do have that you're finding something out about them. Something's coming to light, or it's that basically, you feel very good in the energy around them. But if it's okay, so if it's an Aries or a Cancer, then we would say that there's like an ending or a change having to do with your guys' relationship, having to do with, you finding something out, something coming to light about them. And if it is a Cancer, then, or I mean, I'm sorry, a Scorpio, I would say that it would mean that basically you're, taking actions regarding this person. You're feeling very good about them. So, you're making decisions based on them, based on improving your guys' relationship or moving closer towards them. I feel like it's a good energy that you feel around them. And so, again, if it's none of these signs, of course, then we can say that basically this is you having to make decisions and having to take action now, but careful action. And feeling very good in that energy and making changes in your life. Transformations, possibly. Yeah, and you're getting a lot of recognition for it from your community, a lot of support, a lot of people on your side. It could be work related. It doesn't seem as though it's work related, but it could be. It could be about anything. It's just, you're improving yourself because you're taking actions. And this is the Hierophant, that's Taurus energy, but also very, morally, everything is just working for you. These are things that people are expecting of you. These are just, things are working in the right direction for you. But it's because of these changes you're making, okay? You're making changes and you're making decisions. I read, who was it before Dream Girl? It was, Ariana. So, yeah, Dream Girl. And this is for Monica Ortiz. Love reading, right? Okay, so let's look at the Romance Angels. So, yeah, take some actions, Dream Girl. You're taking actions and you're making decisions and you're moving forward. You're doing a lot with yourself. You're improving your life. It's good. It's going to feel good soon. It's going to feel like you're doing the right things and you're in the right place. So let's see for Monica. Monica. What's going on in your love life, Monica? Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. You hear that? I feel like that card comes out a lot when people are expecting a, specific outcome. They want a specific outcome. They want, to get married, or they want to have children, or they want to, get a proposal. Like, they want certain things from the person. And basically you just have to, or this person, you could be, whoever you're thinking about here, it could be that you guys are separated now, you guys dated and now you're not together or something like that. Some situation that's complicated now, and you're wanting to know, like, when's that going to happen next? Are we going to pick back up? So basically what you're being asked to do is let go of control issues. Let go of a certain outcome. Let go of what you're wanting exactly to happen, because basically it's going to unfold naturally whether or not you want a certain outcome. So it's like if you have a certain outcome, you're going to be disappointed because it's probably not going to be exactly what you're wanting, right? You know, it's not going to end up exactly the way you want or see it in your head. So basically let go of that, you know? Let go of any kind of control over the situation or feeling like you have any kind of control over how it plays out. And release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. I feel like this is talking about an ex or somebody that you're now separated with. And you're wanting to know if you guys are going to get back together or something like that. I don't know if that's true. It seems as though it is, and then that was kind of a confirmation that you need to release your ex or something. You know, someone from your past. So I would do that. It's difficult, but you can do it, and it's obviously the better thing for you, you know, in regards to what the romance angels think. And looky here. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So there could be even a new person that's come in already and you're kind of wondering, okay, so where is this going? Is this worth my time? You know, this other person it didn't end well with and that hurt, you know. So like should I even give my attention to this other person? And pay attention to the red flags is not necessarily saying like no, but it's saying pay attention and do what you need to do once you notice those red flags. Like take action on them. Do not just like see them and just be cool with that. Like, no, they're there for a reason. The signs are cautioning you. So whatever's happening in your love life, you really have to just fucking, you know, listen to yourself and listen to your instincts on whether or not you think that's a good idea to move forward with that person. Be careful. That's what card's coming out for you. So I would definitely pay attention to those red flags and know that it is telling you that for a reason. You know, there's going to be red flags with the person, and you have to really consider if it's worth your time or not. You don't want to be in another hurtful situation. You don't have to always just keep dating the same person when you notice these red flags. You know what I mean? So, you know, be careful with that. Always be careful, of course. Okay. Let's see. What's going on with my future spouse, and when can I expect to connect with him? Okay, let's see here. That is for. Wait, did you. You just took that off, I think. Okay, I'm trying to find the name for that person. I forget who it was. What's going on with my future spouse, and when can I expect to connect with him, right? Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Oh, okay, wait. So who's right now then? Dazzled of Empress, right? Right. Okay. What's going on with my future spouse, and when can I expect to connect with them? With him. Okay. So let's say you have a future spouse, right? Because we don't know for sure if you will, but in regards to that question, what can we say about that from the romance angels? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So you could very well be getting close to a certain person. And it could lead to something like that. So let's see where else this is going, and then let's take a couple cards from the tarot and see what we're getting with that. See if we can get like a time range. Well, okay, very soon, it says. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. No joke. That's what it's saying. So get ready for that. Also, worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. So with this, I feel like obviously very soon, but you know, the reason that this card comes out is not just to tell you very soon, but it's also saying you basically have to manifest, not literally, like you don't have to, I mean, it's saying basically it's a good idea for you to start thinking about what you really want in a relationship and what your ideal partner is. Not that you're going to be able to get someone who's like perfectly exactly excuse me, what you're wanting, but the thing about it is you shouldn't settle, you know, you should know exactly what you want in a person, like, or in a relationship, basically. You know what you need from a relationship so that when these people come along, it's not just like, okay, yeah, I'll try anything. And, you know, even if they're like abusive, I'll just stay because I just want anything. And I'm not saying you're doing that, but I'm just saying like that card's there because you're supposed to be kind of deciding now, like what it is you're looking for. You know what I mean? So that when it comes along, you kind of know already, yeah, that sounds like that drives with me or not. So so you don't waste any time, you know, with people who aren't good for you. So good for you. Let me get my charger because I'm on 5%, and that's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good for us. Sorry. I don't know if you can hear that cat in the background, but it's super annoying. Like, God. He just doesn't understand that, like, he can't get everything he wants. He can't come back here when I'm doing this right now. Sorry, kid. It's just not gonna happen right now. Hopefully that stays. Okay. So let's see if we can get a time range here. Well, the cat's in the hallway. It's a different cat. You guys haven't met Felix yet. I know, so many fucking cats, I swear. We're saving these 2 kittens right now, too, and probably going to end up giving them up for adoption, because it's just a lot, you know? We have our cat, Alley Cat, that we found in the alley, and Felix, too. Anyway, let me get back to this, because you guys don't care about that. Okay, so you could be leaving or moving toward, possibly. I feel like you're moving toward a person who is very caring towards you. Also could be water sign energy, so that is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So a person who's very caring towards you. It could be that you just moved recently or you're about to, and that's when you would meet the person. Or they would move towards you, but I feel like it's you moving or traveling. It could be traveling. Or it could just be leaving something else behind in your life, and that's leading you to this person. So, you know, it's kind of like you have to close something else out first. But if it's the moving thing, then that could be the case as well, whichever resonates with you. And so let's see if we can get a time range or somewhat of a time range here. I mean, very soon is pretty clear, but we don't know how soon. How soon are we talking here? Give me a number. 4 of Swords. So again, putting something to rest, right? That's what I feel like you're doing. You're putting something to rest, and then this other person's able to kind of come into your life, and it's able to, you know, start working. But that could mean, you know, 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years. I feel like swords are usually a quicker time, so probably not years, you know, but and it could be the 4th of the month as well. It could be I guess you could say the 4th week of the month too. Anything with 4, you know what I mean? But I feel like, again, you're putting something to rest when this happens, like before this happens. You're canceling something out so that something else can be invited in. So keep that in mind, okay? Now, who are we on? I think that was the 5th question or 4th. I'm not sure. For some reason, I always lose count. Frank, you didn't get any wiser? You're doing it wrong. You gotta blend them first. Okay. I think we're on Jada, right? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jenny G. You guys check out Jenny G's page. She's doing lives. She does tarot readings. She's amazing. So go check her out. Go press her in the press her. She's in the chat. Jenny G. Jenny G. She's awesome. She makes her own cards too. I mean, she's G. That's why she's Jenny G. Okay. I don't know what the next question is. Hang on a second. Denise, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. We will get to you for sure. Definitely. Well, I mean, everybody, the first 10, but of course. Okay, Denise, actually, we're on. Okay, sounds good. You'll be next, Denise. Okay. So, Denise. Okay. What is your question, Denise? Yeah, I don't think you posted yet, right? Kevin's actions and feelings toward me. Okay. Give me Kevin's energy, please, toward her. Okay. Disappointed. Doesn't want to do the same thing over and over again, Like, does not want to circle around and do the same thing that you guys have been doing or whatever has been happening. But they're disappointed, basically, They're looking at these 3 cups on the ground that are spilled over down here, and they're not noticing these 2 that are still standing. So there is still positive in this situation between you, but I feel like basically they're not looking at that right now. They're just not able to see it right now for whatever reason. But let's see what the future, what they're thinking about doing towards you, or what we could see them doing. Yeah, see, I see it's hard for them to let it go. They could also be like stalking your social media or like, asking people about you and things like that. They could be like fixated on you and not trying to be. Like they seem like they want to get over and move on, but at the same time they seem like they're not able to. They're just very defensive about the past. It's not really like no one can like tell them to get over it. It's just something that's personal to them. And so I'm not sure exactly what happened to you, but yeah, it's like he's just stuck on it a little bit, probably doesn't want to be. It's not a good energy to be stuck on anything, but that's just the way it is. So let's see what anything they're doing. I feel like they're trying to keep themselves I feel like they're trying to keep themselves kind of controlled and responsible, just like, self-disciplined, but it's not really like working very much. There is hope for your guys' situation though. I feel like it could turn back around. As long as you guys are both willing to put in the effort and fix and resolve everything that's happened. But it seems like they are considering like, if you guys could resolve your situation. Now, of course, I'm not saying necessarily that that's what's going to happen. I mean, we all have free will. But it looks like that's what they're thinking about, And it's like that's what they would hope for, basically. Wait, let's use the romance angels and see if what's left for you guys, because I like to use these when I'm asking like what's left in the situation. Is there anything left? Like, is there anything to like? Okay, we got free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So if you feel like very caught up in this, like very much it's basically making your life less enjoyable and it's something that's just kind of bringing you down, I would take a step back and really consider if this is something that's worth your time, because if it can be resolved, great, but if it can't, and you really don't see a way that it can, or you probably feel like, you just hope it can, and I feel like, you're asking about them and how they feel and what they're trying to do towards you, I feel like they are considering like, is this worth it? Like, and they do hope that it is. They hope that you guys can like resolve things, even if it's just on like a civil level and not romantic again. But basically, it's going to be up to you to decide whether or not that's worth your time. And it's saying free yourself, calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So if you've been feeling like this person's like just the one for you, you want to make it work, then great. That could be the one. But I feel like it's talking about a different person, because it would not say to free yourself, right? And then it's your soul. You know what I mean? I feel like free yourself and then calling in your soulmate. Like it's just, again, you have to close out that other chapter in order to start a new one, in order to open another door. Basically you can't just have both. So it's like different energies in your life. You got to let one go and let one in. I feel like it's talking about a different person, but it's up to you whether or not to let that in. So I feel like his intentions towards you though are that he wants to resolve things. I just don't think he's going to want to do that just yet, because he seems very disappointed about the situation, and he probably thinks too that it's like, if anything is going to just be the same again, like it's not going to be resolved, basically, it's just going to be, get you back to the same place. He doesn't want to waste his time. But I do have I feel like he's also having a hard time letting it go. So it's not just that he's so sure and just it's done, it's like he's having a hard time letting go of it. So I feel like he might try to do that, might try to hold on to it. And if you want that, then you have to like kind of present yourself to him in a way that makes him feel like it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be resolved, and it's not just going to be the same thing happening again, the same problems and stuff. So, all right. Okay. So who's next? I don't know if I have the right list. Yeah. Okay. So who's next? I think we had a list. Let's see. Oh yeah, Jada, are you still here? Because I didn't see your question. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, Jenna. I might go for 11 because I don't know. I like to do that sometimes. I don't know why. It just feels like, okay, one more. You have a good sleep, or Denise. I almost said Jenna. Okay, should I do my makeup, fashion, business, or criminal justice? Heavy question. That's a lot of pressure on me. Thanks. No. Okay. What's a better decision for you? Give me the energy around what better decision for her would be. I mean, it's up to you. We all have free will. Whatever you decide is best for you is what's best for you. But let's see what the cards have to say about it. If they can tell us anything in regards to that question. What is better for her to do for her highest good? Because sometimes we do things that aren't for our highest good, but it's so that we can learn from it. So it's not necessarily a bad idea. It's just part of life. So let's see. Oh, that's a hard one, because basically we're talking here about like presenting beauty, making things look beautiful. Um, but then also a lot of truth and honesty. So I feel like making things right. Like you cannot bullshit this person. So I feel like, fuck, it could go either way. So let's see. Let me get some other cards here because I don't really know which one that would be talking about. I feel like though it is the criminal justice, just because like with beauty and makeup, it doesn't really talk about that pure honesty, having to like get to the heart and truth of the situation type feeling. And that's what this is talking about. It's talking about you're passionate about it, and you're also like, not young, but like it's the first stages of it. So it's like you're not as far deep into it yet. So I feel like that could be about the criminal justice, just because of the truth thing too with the King of Swords here. It's talking about, somebody who's pretty honest, like you can't bullshit them. They're trying to find the heart of the matter, the truth, and being rational about it, like not emotional. So that's kind of what you would need in criminal justice, right? Tower, okay. So either this is talking about criminal justice, you'd go for that and then end up like not wanting to do it anymore. It would all kind of like, things wouldn't work out and then you'd pick something else. Or this is talking about like a big transformation though, for sure. But it's talking about, okay, wait, You feeling stuck? Yeah, I feel like you're going to take action towards something that you're going to feel like was the wrong decision. Like you're going to feel like you fucked yourself over doing that. And feeling stuck and trapped because now this is the path you've chosen and you can't really go back on that. So, yeah, that's, probably not a good idea. It does seem like it's the criminal justice thing, though. If you know what I mean, like see, it's talking about, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, like, that would be like a beautiful thing, like something that you're offering someone beauty and loving, something nice. But then in the middle with the King of Swords, it's kind of like very rational truth, straight up honesty, getting to the heart of the matter. I feel like it's talking about the criminal justice, but again, I feel like it's talking about that would be a bad idea, like that would be something you end up regretting. So I mean, it's just up to you, whatever you decide to do. Please don't take anything I say to heart and make it like decide your decisions, for you. Whatever you feel like is the best, idea for you. That's just what the cards seem to be saying in this situation, okay? So just please, don't take anything I say like you have to do it at all. It's not even like that. It's just some cards here, so please remember that. Whatever you feel like is best for you, you can make happen, okay? And again, if it's not something that works out, it's not necessarily that it was like you know, I mean, obviously at the time it would feel like the wrong decision, but basically it's part of life. You just have to like learn if something's good for you or not. You don't know until you try. So if that's something you're wanting to do, then go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? Don't not do it. Okay. Jenna. Yeah, Jenna. Thank you. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for the question. Okay. Yeah. Yep, you are next, Jenna. Go for it, girl. Okay. Well, Caleb texts me back. Let's see what's going on with Caleb here. Let me switch decks. Okay. Let me switch decks here really quick. I'm sorry about that. What's going on with Caleb's energy here in regards to Jenna? What's going on with Caleb's energy in regards to Jenna? Thinking about the past and making a decision. What is this decision? Ooh, this is suspenseful. I'm all like, what is this decision? What is this decision he's making? He's deciding about something. Trying to find stability again. Oh my god, look. I don't want to say this because I feel like it's like too good to be true, but basically I feel like he's trying to find, he's thinking about the past a lot, but he's also trying to make decisions right now, and you know how that is with his decision making skills. Just saying. So he's trying to find more stability in his life, but basically the reason is because he wants to eventually be manifesting love, and happiness. So I mean, I feel like he is like trying to make himself more stable again, so that he's able to be more available for this kind of energy. So that's a good thing. Of course, that's not like really answering your exact question, but I feel like it doesn't really matter in that regard. You know what I mean? Because that's what he's trying to do. Then fuck, we should just let him do that. No, but let's see if I can get like an answer about that. Because I don't do yes or no's, but that's some good information to know. It seems like he's kind of like trying to get himself ready to be available for love and connection that's actually something he could be really happy with, which is kind of cool. But like every time that I feel like you feel happy with a person, right, you want to be with them, like how can you just like not be, like you just like, okay, well we will, but like like you're gonna like put happiness on the back burner. Like it's probably pretty like smart to do it that way, but I just don't think I'd ever be able to do that. Maybe that's why relationships get fucked, but who knows. But this is, Libra again. This is Gemini energy, but it's also talking about lovers, right? So unless they have a Gemini in their life, which I don't think that's the case here, since we're asking, you're asking this question. So basically, that's them as a lover. It seems like it's almost telling me like it doesn't even matter about, like that sounds weird, but like, if it keeps bringing all these other bigger issues up, like I feel like it's saying basically, here's the answer to this, and don't worry about all these other weird little, or not weird little. Don't worry about all these little detailed, but like I know that's the question. So let's see if we can get anything about that. Anything about communication soon? The door just fell. What the hell? Scared the out of me. I thought someone was like pissed off coming in. Like, okay, that startled me. All right, pick a deck, Jenna. 1 through 3. 1, 2, or 3. I mean. Yeah, he is annoying. 3, okay. Okay. I feel like he will, I just don't know when. It seems like you have all these cards for like good energy here. It seems like he's like, again, that issue about responsibility. I feel like he's afraid that either you're gonna reject him or you're gonna be not committed for some reason. Like it's like he's like afraid to start the situation again for some reason. So that could just be a personal thing. I don't really know exactly when he's gonna text you back, but it looks like, the first card I got was the Magician. So manifestation, he knows that he has the ability to like bring this situation together. It's just when. I feel like he has that fear there, that anxiety. So get the out of this room. Go, 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 go. Go, Felix. Oh my god, he's annoying. He's a big boy. Sorry about that. He's been peeing on everything, so he cannot be in this room right now. Because he will pee on something. I already know. He's going to. Like, he's peed so much in the living room. I'm like, about to put him down. No, I'm kidding. No, but we have to get him fixed, because apparently that will be better after we get him fixed. He won't do that as much. So, yeah, so Jenna, I don't know exactly when, but it seems like he wants to like he knows it's in his hands basically. I think he's just not ready to he's not at that point yet. But he's afraid kind of, not afraid, but he's nervous about starting it up again, and maybe that's personal, maybe that's because he's not ready to yet. I just don't understand that, not ready to thing. Maybe that's like really responsible of him. I don't know. I don't think I could control myself like that. Oops. But that seems to be what's happening there. So, all right. Hi, Yvonne. Yeah, please email me if you want a reading. We do them $5, 30 minutes. It's worth it. So I'd love to hear from you. Give me an email. Shoot me an email. Let's do your reading. Okay. Okay, I think we're on Leslie, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh my God, Felix, get out! I swear to God. Okay, so Will Iman, forgive me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Call me soon, or will we hang out soon? I miss him, but I don't want to call him. Saw him last Saturday, but ignored him. Wonder if he felt bad. Okay. So will he call me soon, or will we hang out soon? Let's see. What's left between these two? What's left between these two? Any kind of relationship energies going on here? What do we have between them? Oops. Okay, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And then, of course, we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Maybe this is a person that you would have never expected you'd be with for long term, or that you would ever give a chance to, really. Or, you're kind of surprised by how much you have feelings for the person. Like, it's like you never knew it was going to be like this. Or this could be talking about somebody else if you don't feel that way about this person. But basically, it's saying this is your soulmate. So I feel like we're talking about this guy here. So let's see. I feel like obviously, that they're gonna, you guys are gonna hang out. But I don't know about soon. Let's see. Let's see, like, if we can get a time range or what's kind of going on in their mind, what they're thinking about doing. Okay, so I feel like they do have a lot of options, and basically right now, this is a one-sided situation right now. Like, you'd be doing all the work and putting out all the effort, and it would be frustrating. So I feel like right now it's not the time to happen, but obviously if this is your soulmate kind of energy, I don't know if you believe in soulmates, but if this is a person you're supposed to be with, then that will happen eventually, but it seems like right now it's just not the time. It seems like it's not happening right now. Okay, but we do have yeah. We do have, them offering you some kind of a connection, but this is later on when things come full circle and they're able to kind of realize that you're the person they want to be with, or whatever happens that they realize and they come back around into full circle. Time goes on. A couple seasons probably go by, here. It could be like a year or so. Because we have the 4 seasons right here in each corner of the card. It's talking about time is kind of continuing on, and time doesn't stop, you know what I mean? So in time, this will happen. They'll offer you some kind of, connection, but not right now. Could be a year from now or less. Could be more, but I mean, I'm saying that's what it seems to me is like, could be like the 4 seasons go by. Could be a year. Seems like sometime in the future though, but not right now. Not right now. So not soon, no. I don't feel, but anything could happen. Anything could change. They could change their mind tomorrow and decide, hey, what's up? But it seems to me that it's not going to be like very soon. But it seems to me that it will happen. So just putting it out there. A few things that I'm getting. Okay, Taurus. Okay. Jibber nibber. The oh god, that's funny. Who's that? What did they say? Okay, you're welcome, Leslie. La Loca Leslie. That's a funny name. Okay. Yeah, pretty. It'd be a pretty boring OnlyFans. So, Taurus girl, are you here still? It's you, girl. We're up on you. We're up on you, girl. Where you at? Okay, so who's after Taurus girl? If she comes back, then we'll have her go. Jenny G. Jenny Maji. Jenny. Ali. Or Ali. Okay. Felix, get out of here. I just threw my box at him. Because I don't know where he's at, but he needs to go. Go! Come here. Sorry, baby, but you gotta go. I can't have you in here when you're peeing on everything, dude. I am so sorry, you guys, for this. I should have prepared better and closed him off into the other room, but yeah, sorry. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, Jenny knows what's going on, so whoever is next, whoever is going on here, currently on. Okay. All right. Who is this person? Tuhin. I'm probably saying that wrong, but if you're here, past. Oh, past it when it's my turn. Okay. Does S love me? Deck 2. What does that mean? This one? Or are we talking pick a pile? Oh no, okay. Thanks for subbing. Thank you. Hit the notification bell too so you know when we go live next time so you can get on the list. And if you want a reading right now, we are currently, we have a list right now, but it's closed. But if you do want a reading, we're doing 30 minutes for $5, so you can't go wrong with that. Go ahead and email me if you're interested. I'd be so happy to do that reading for you. My God, this cat is crazy. Get out the shotgun. Okay. Okay. So, all right. Ooh. Oh, okay. That works. Does S love me? Deck 3. Okay, what does that mean though? Like the deck 3, like you want the third pile out of 3? Not sure what that means. So we're just gonna go with that, all right? Well, apparently something else is coming out first. There's a bit of anxiety and fear regarding the person. So, did they love you? They are afraid that it's happening too fast. That's what it seems like to me. So it could be that, they feel like they do and they're kind of trying to hold back on that because it's getting a little scary for them. It's getting a little too serious too quick for them. Are they an Aries person? They're trying to contain themselves and have a lot of people are getting that today. They're trying to contain, they're trying to, keep their composure basically. They're trying to not get all in their emotions about this. They're trying to be responsible about this. Get the out, dude. Go. Go, Felix. Dude, I swear. How did he even get in here? Dude, oh my god. Okay. So are they an Aries person? If not, then they're trying to keep themselves composed because I feel like they do have feelings and they're, but do they love you? It seems like they're kind of feeling like they do, but they're scared about that. You know what I mean? It seems like they're like afraid to actually admit it, or they don't really want to. You know, they're it's basically they're afraid to go there. Get off my bed. Go. I swear, dude. Thank you. I'm like, holy mother of God. Okay. Thank you, boyfriend. Savior. Fuck. Okay. So it seems almost like, yeah, like they do, but they don't, you know, it's like they're scared too because it's like too soon for them. I just feel like they feel like it's too soon for them because basically it's like a very not immature, like immature, like not like judge, like critical, like judging it as immature, but just like it's too soon, it's like too quick, you know what I mean, because it's the wands, so it's fire, you know, so it's like, you know, action taking, it's too soon, and it's pages, it's a page, so it's young, so it's like too soon, too quick, you know what I mean, it's like hasty decision making. They feel like they may regret it, or they just feel like, is this right, you know, it's just happening so quick for them. So I feel like, yeah, they're kind of, they're scared to, or not scared, but they're nervous to really have those feelings, and that could be why they didn't reach out, or why they're kind of like not talking to you, because it seems like, you know, they're afraid. They're, or maybe you scared them for some reason, but this is them. They've been hurt in the past, and that's probably what it is that they've been hurt, because that bandage on their head right there, it's like, it's not like paranoia that they're just scared of, you know, it's like they've been hurt, so they're cautious to move forward, you know, they're cautious about love, about people in general that they have feelings for, because they know that they can get hurt, and that's, you know, that's a serious thing, so they're kind of hesitant now. So, you know, it seems like they're very just, you know, they're afraid, basically they're nervous to, you know, they don't know what's going to happen next, and they know that their heart is sensitive, and they know that they've been hurt, and so they don't want to be hurt again. It's like, it's, you know, it's a risky thing to put yourself out there like that. So I feel like that's what they're going through right now with that. So let me see. We got so many like spammers today, huh? Or, you know, trolls. So many weirdos tonight. Yeah. Okay. So are we on Jenny now? Okay. Ali. All right. Okay, Ali. Or Ali. I'm sorry. I don't know exactly how that's pronounced. Okay. You know, relationship wise hurt. I mean, their heart's been hurt in the past from other relationships is what I mean. Ali or Ali. Ali. Are you here? Because we on you, girl or guy. Girl or guy. So I'd go easy on that one, okay? Because they seem like they're already kind of like if you get pushy, they might just run off. Maybe that's what happened. Not sure. But if you want the extended reading, then email me for sure. And let's do that. I'm not sure, Jenna. Oh yeah, thanks. That's the email right there. Yeah. Dude, I'm so glad that cat's gone. My ex will remove, block, and talk to me soon. And does she love me? Okay. Do they love you? Will they remove the block? Let's see here what's going on with the romance angel so we can kind of like see what's left between you guys. And then we can know kind of what, is, well, we don't really know what's going to happen in the short term, but in the long term, is this worth, what is going to happen here with your guys' relationship? What is, from this point, what do we see happening, eventually or very soon or in the future? When do we see something happening, or what do we see happening exactly? Okay. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I love that card. So basically, do you and be yourself, and do not compromise who you are for anybody, especially this this person included. So by being yourself, so basically don't try to like put on a show or be what they want, because if they're going to be attracted to you, it's going to be because you're being yourself, and that is probably because you're not, giving into whatever they want, and you're doing what you need to do for you, and they see that and they respect that, or they at least know that you're not going to like compromise just for them. Because when you do compromise for people, like no matter what they do, they lose respect for you, you know what I mean? So that's probably what that's saying, is that basically you have to be yourself, and they'll notice that, or someone else will, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Again, so I feel like this is saying, you being yourself, and you just kind of like being radiant in your own energy and not compromising that for anybody. And that's going to get noticed more than anything. More than anything, And we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So if you don't believe in past lives, this could be just talking about, like a relationship from your childhood, maybe a parental figure, or, just somebody who is close to you, maybe a past partner, a past relationship. Excuse me. A past relationship, but this is basically just saying like this person triggers emotions in you that you felt in past relationships, and so now it's coming, it's feeling like somebody you've met before, a feeling that you've had before with others. It's a familiar feeling you're getting with this person, so they could feel like very familiar to you even if they're not. It could feel like this is just right because of the past, how it's been. Even if it's unhealthy, it just feels right because of, your triggers, which doesn't mean it is right. It just means it feels right because of your past. So it feels like you've known the person before. Okay, so let's see if they're going to communicate. Or it could feel like you've known them for a long time, even if you haven't, because of that past relationship. Again, there's that fear or anxiety of reaching out. Weird. Yeah, okay, we have talking about a past relationship. They don't want to give to this if it's going to be the same thing, right? So give it some time here. It seems like they're not isn't that weird? I shuffled and that's weird. It's the same cards and I shuffle. That's weird. Okay, so same for you though. They think it's too soon right now to come forward again. I don't see them doing it anytime soon if they do. But here's the thing, like, since it's saying basically that it's too soon, I feel like it's not saying like it's not gonna happen. I feel like it's saying it will, but it's just too soon. You know what I mean? And anything, however they're feeling at this time, like, could change, if you reach out and, they, whatever happens between you guys between now and the time that they actually reach out. It's like anything could change and they could change their mind. You could change your mind, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, right now, they just feel like it would be too soon. Like, it's just not the time because they're, whatever they're hesitant about, they think it would be too soon right now to reach out to you and start something again. So I don't see it happening soon, but I don't see it saying it's not going to happen, But I do see it saying they're not very committed to the situation. And it seems like, honestly, the person isn't very committed. We have 3 wands here. 3 cards that are wands. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But we're talking about a person who basically, I feel like it's just in general, they're not very committal. So, I mean, I don't think it's really about you. It seems like they're not very committed to relationships at all. Like, very much, in their life. They're not really used to being, like, in a serious relationship. They're not into it, really. They kind of date people a lot, and they don't stay with someone for very long. Or they just, don't like to. It's not their thing. They don't feel comfortable doing that. So I don't think it's really about you. It seems like they just aren't the committal type. And that's what I feel like is going to happen long term. Like, even if they do want to talk to you again, which I feel like they will eventually. Because, again, it's not saying it's not going to happen. It's just saying it's not going to happen right now. Because they feel like it's too soon and they're nervous about, starting anything right now. Also, they're non-committal, so it's like they don't really want anything committed anyway. But I don't think it's going to happen really soon, but it's going to happen at some point, is what it seems to be saying. So give it time, give it a little time, be patient there. And know, too, that this person, it's really just probably not going to work out anyway because they're not the type of person to be in serious relationships, or they're not into that at this phase in their life. So, I mean, I just wouldn't be fixated on it because it doesn't seem like it's going to work very well anyway, just because it seems like they're not that type of person. You know what I mean? Like, at least not the way that you are that type of person. They don't want relationships in the way that you want them. So, it seems like it wouldn't jive well with what you're wanting. So, okay, and then we have Jenny. That's right, Jenny. Where's Emily been? Yeah, go ahead and post. Does S have a crush or any feelings for me? Okay. And Ali, if you want an extended reading, please email me. I'd love to do that for you. I got to move on to the next question, but I'd love to answer that question for you. From what we got from the cards, though, it seems like it, eventually they're going to try to reach out at some point, or you guys will, talk at some point, but I don't know if it will be romantic necessarily. Again, they seem like the kind of person who doesn't really want a serious situation like you do. So, but if you want even more detail on that, then definitely message me or email me. But let's go to Jenny now. She wants to know if S has feelings, or wait, what was it, a crush? Yeah, crush or feelings for me. Let's see here. What do they think and feel? Well, they're making some kind of deliberate action. Let's see. Yeah, they're moving in a direction that I feel like is towards you. Okay, there's sorrow in their life for some reason. So they're going through I feel like they do have feelings, and this is triggering feelings that they've had about a past connection. Because this is talking about, yeah, I feel like they were fucked over recently by an Aries person, or just a person who was kind of controlling, or maybe they're in Aries. It seems like, though, the reason I say that is because we have this, their direction they're headed toward. It seems to be a sorrowful, situation, because they're making a decision here. They're making a deliberate decision based on, moving towards sorrow and sadness and stress and, being, kept up at night about something regarding a love situation. So I feel like that means like you bring out feelings in them that they've felt, because they had to deal with something recently, like a love situation recently, somebody who fucked them over or just hid something from them or was kind of shady, hid something under their nose from them and kind of like took from them possibly. So, it also took from them a feeling of confidence in relationships. So I feel like it's even saying like you, because they like you, it's like you make them feel these things again that they maybe haven't dealt with yet, or they maybe, aren't ready to be in a relationship, or they just don't, they feel kind of triggered by it. And I feel like that's because they do have feelings for you. Because if they didn't, then why would, you know what I mean? I feel like that wouldn't be triggered by you if they didn't have feelings. So I feel like they do have feelings, but it's like basically they're kind of like, they're headed in a direction of having to now face some shit that they didn't face before. So it's kind of intense and it's kind of hard to be in that position, but it is what it is. But I feel like that wouldn't happen if they didn't have feelings for you. You know what I mean? It's almost like they're triggered though, so it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky here. Let's see what the romance angels say though too, because I want to see what's going to happen here with this. And we're, from the romance angel's perspective. Anyway. So what's going to happen here with Jenny and this person? Anything? What do we see here? Guide us and help us to see what's going to happen from this person, S. Do we see anything happening between them? Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Wow. So it's even deeper than that. It's even deeper than just what their last relationship was about. So this Ace of Cups here could even be talking about their wholehearted emotions regarding relationships. Maybe it's not even a person that they dealt with from the past. Maybe it's a parent or a parental figure. This is even more like serious than I thought, It's even more triggering than just a past relationship. It's like a serious, caregiver or someone in their life that was very influential to them, and that's what it's triggering. So they have some serious things to work out, and now that can go, a number of ways. I feel like you should be careful with that just because, anybody with unresolved issues that need healing, it's going to be kind of a risk to be in a relationship with that person, which we all have things like that. But I mean, like, since this is coming out, it's just saying, like, you can't save anybody, okay? So it's just, I'm putting it out there. Like, don't feel like you can really, you know what I mean? Like, don't feel like just because you know this about them that you can save them or heal that for them, because you can't. You know what I mean? Like, even if you want to, you can't. So it's like, just be careful with that, because it's coming out for a reason. It's being brought to our attention. So stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's a great card. That's a great message. I feel like that's like enough set. You know what I mean? Like, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Stay optimistic about your love life. That's beautiful. That's real beautiful. And that's not even necessarily about him. You know what I mean? Or her. It's not necessarily about that person S you're asking about. It's just in general. You know what I mean? And let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So I don't know if you were here earlier, but what I was saying about this card is that, if you have some specific outcome you're wanting, or like some way you feel like this is going to, be initiated, or some way it's going to like manifest, lose and drop all of that, because you're probably going to be disappointed, right? Because we, usually what we're exactly wanting, sometimes it happens, but sometimes, a lot of times it doesn't happen that way exactly. So we could be setting ourselves up for disappointment. So in this way, though, it's saying this because, allow it to unfold naturally. You know what I mean? Don't have any like certain outcome in your mind. Like, just let it happen, and I'm sure it will. But the thing is, just remember about that whole thing. They have to, they have some healing to do. So maybe it won't happen now. Maybe it will. I mean, it seems like they have some stuff to figure out first, or that would be a good idea for them to. So, but free will, we can all do anything we want to do at any time, really. So it's not necessarily like just because they should, they're going to. They may, you may have something with them before they heal this, but I'd just be careful with that, Just be careful. Okay. Like, where's my phone? Okay. Mika, are we on? Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just looking at something really quick. That's weird. Hmm. Okay. All right. Aw. I told that chick not to refund me. That was from earlier, though. Okay. Okay. I don't see you on here, Mika. And I just want to be fair and make sure we're getting to the people on the list first because they're on the list, you know? But if you're popping up, then we'll go to you for sure, okay? All right. Who was next on the list? I feel like it was. Actually, I have no fucking idea. Actually, I have no fucking idea. Okay. Yeah, no, I am. Okay. General reading for December. Yes. General reading for December. Looking towards stability. Good. Headed towards something going on there. So, I feel like you're trying to keep your mind off things right now that are going on, and you need to stop doing that because it's just going to catch up with you later. You know what I mean? It's going to catch up with you later. So it's not like you can just avoid it by like trying to improve your work life or something. Like you really got to just face that shit because you can be stable all you want and financially stable and all of that, but you're really going to have to face the shit at some point. I feel like that's what it's trying to say. Yeah. Yep, at some point, you're turning around here and having to face this betrayal that you went through, or this feeling of being fucked over, or doing yourself wrong. You know what I mean? Like maybe you feel like you made a mistake and you fucked yourself over or something, but you basically feel like you have this stab in the back, like something really just kind of like turned you over and just did you so dirty. And it's, you're having a hard time facing that. And I feel like you're digging yourself into work, or you feel like if you improve your work life or some kind of like stability in your life, financially or otherwise, then you will feel better and you will be doing better. But that's not the case here. At some point it's going to have to come back around. Again, it's saying here that you're headed in a direction of, you're becoming more stable, but then you're heading in this direction of still having all this stress and sorrow underneath. So I feel like you do need to face that. So that's the message it's trying to say too, is that basically like, good for you, you're trying to improve yourself and you will be able to do that, but you're still going to have some shit to face. So just know that, you know what I mean? Just remind yourself of that you're still going to have to face that shit later. And it's probably just better to do that now. There's a one-sided kind of reunion here. Like I feel like you want a reunion with someone, but it's not exactly the same for them at this point in time. Could be a Capricorn, it could be a Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this is talking about you want like more money. and you're kind of lonely right now, like you're just kind of basically focused on that. Maybe that's the reunion. You're trying to, be more stable and create more money for yourself, your financial situation. You want it to be better again. And you're trying to reunite with that kind of energy. But that's a very lonely energy. It's an energy where you're doing all the work yourself. You know what I mean? And no shit. It's an energy where you feel trapped in it, basically. I feel like you strive for these things, but then it's like once you get these things, they're not the thing, it's not giving you what you wanted. It's not giving you what you had expected it to give you, which is overall stability and security and happiness in your life, which is not going to happen just with money. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's what you strive for and you get, and then it doesn't work the way you thought. So I feel like this is not the first time you've done this. You know, this is not the first time you've thought that way, and that you've had to go through this. So I feel like, yeah, there's some shit that's from your past that you're not able to let go of. Also, I know you want to get through it though. I know you want to get past it, but basically you can't until you face it. And you're very defensive about it in a way. You know what I mean? Like, this is you want to move forward and move on in this direction of forward and new and exciting and fresh, and good. But then you also are very stuck in the past here, and you need to face it if you're going to get through it. Like, you can't get around it. You know what I mean? Like, I know you know this, but I'm just trying to stress it to you because of, it seems like you're running from something heavy that happened, which makes sense. We all do that. But you need to stop doing that because it's not going to get any better for you in that regard. You know what I mean? Like, you will. It seems like you're going to improve yourself financially because you're going to try to, and it's, you'll be able to. But that's not going to be where it's at. It's, you're going to still be missing something or feeling like shit because of something. And if you don't know what that something is, then, it's because you really are disconnected from what's been happening emotionally, and that's not good. It's not good. It's not going to be good for you. I mean, I'm sure you'll survive, but you're trying to find that security and that thing that's just going to make you feel like everything's good now, But maybe it's okay to just admit that maybe things aren't good right now, or they feel like shit right now, and you feel like crying and falling apart for a second. That's okay. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. We have to do that every now and then. So don't run from that, okay? Try to get some support if you need it, to go through this, to face your problems. I get it, we all need to do that at some point. So it seems like that's what's, the main focus for you in December is that's what you're going to need to do. Or at least that's going to come up and you're going to have to realize, oh shit, this is, I got to face this shit pretty soon. So that's what's coming out for you, okay? Sorry about that. I had to pick up some cards. They're all over the ground, as you may know. I drop cards a lot. So, it's kind of a thing. So, let's see here. Okay, okay, Anne. Yeah, I think we're on Anne. Anne, how will I do in my new job? Okay, let's see. I think you asked this to me before, didn't you? And I said you're going to do great and the communication's going to be, I don't know, maybe that wasn't you, but it seems like, I feel like it was, but maybe it wasn't. Let's see if anything's changed, okay? How is Anne going to be doing in her new job? Any insights and information you can tell us? You're waiting on more information. You want more information. Maybe you're new in this kind of, maybe you're new in this field or this position or this, kind of area of this industry, and you're wanting more information. You feel a little inexperienced, a little nervous about that. So you're wanting to be enlightened. You're wanting to even maybe find a mentor or somebody that you can look up to and they can show you the ropes or something. You want more information. again, communication's going to be good. So if you are looking for that, I feel like you're definitely going to find that person, or at least you're going to find people in the situation that are going to be like helpful because you're able to communicate your needs. I feel like, you're able to communicate what you do know and what you don't know. And it's very clear, so people are able to communicate with you. It's not like you're awkward or like shy or like not able to approach very easily, you know what I mean? But you're waiting for, okay, I feel like you're maybe waiting for some kind of a connection or some kind of bond to happen between colleagues, or maybe you're waiting for some kind of a celebration, like recognition about your work or something. You're waiting for some kind of like support and like celebration. Maybe it's maybe talking about, you want some recognition or something for your work. But this is a feeling from the past that you've had. This could also be talking about a connection, or maybe friends or something that from the past. We're getting threes here. So this could be talking about another person, or people, like three people coming around and like a friendship or a colleague type relationship, but you're waiting around for something, having to be very patient for some kind of a connection. I feel like you already know what decision you need to make in regards to that. Like the high priestess knows intuitively, you know, she just knows things. So a lot of times I feel like that's saying you kind of already know what you have to do to provide yourself with a stability, but you will have opportunities to do that. Huh? Who's leaving? Oh, she's leaving right now? Okay, you guys, hang on, give me 2 seconds, okay? I'll be right back, I swear. My bad, dog. Forgot that the mute was on. So I'm sorry. Again, sorry my friend left town. I had to say bye to her. And she just was leaving right now, so I felt like I had to, well, I had to say bye to her. And so the person I was reading for right now, yeah, it looks like in your job communication is going to be good. You should be able to meet somebody who kind of helps you, learn about your job. If you're needing more experience, you shouldn't have a problem communicating with people. You shouldn't have a problem finding somebody who, you know, you could speak with about these things. Like your communication's good in that regard. So I feel like you're going to make connections easily. Things will be good. People will understand you. And so you'll get the information you need, you'll get. You know what I mean? And I feel like also you know what you need to do in regards to finding more stability in your life. Like you'll have opportunities to do that, and I feel like you already know the actions that you need to be taking in order to make that happen for yourself. So good for you. And it's just about, making that effort and putting yourself out there, taking those actions, you know what I mean? So in regards to how you're going to be doing with your job, I feel like you're going to do fine, and if you don't, if you feel like nervous about anything, you'll have somebody to kind of show you the way because of your communication. So don't be like closed off or anything. That's just not going to work for you. But I don't see that happening. I'm just saying, it's not going to work if you're closed off. So, okay. Who are we on? All right. Janie or Janie. Okay, where you at, Janie or Janie? Where you at? And then, okay, so if not Janie, then Divine. What is the one like? You see, the thing about that question, Divine, is that's gonna be a personal thing. You know what I mean? The one, you want to know what that's like? Shit. Well, I imagine it's like different for everybody, but it probably feels great. What exactly? You got to rephrase that for me. What exactly do you mean? Because that's not really like a personal, you know. Look at. That's a question. That's a clouded thinking question. That's clouded. I don't, it's a vague question. It's a vague question. Let's see. We got some. Okay. Oh my goodness, animals are just crying all around me. It's like crazy. It's like ridiculous, honestly. Hey, Vic! Usually he's the savior and he comes and takes the animals away and, like, he's able to make it better. I don't think he's watching right now, though. So let us see now. Divine. Yes. Okay, what am I currently manifesting? Okay, let me just see this for Mika really quick. Oh, yes. Okay, Mika. So we'll do you next, Mika, okay? All right, so Divine, what are you currently manifesting for your highest good here? What can we see start happening for you in your life? What can we see start happening for you in your life here? Okay. So you using your better judgment. I feel like you're on the right path. I feel like things are going to start going better for you. They haven't been going as well as you'd hoped in past years or months, weeks, days, but basically things are going to start going the right direction. I mean, if you're able to use your better judgment, right? But I feel like that's coming out because it's saying like you're on the right path. You're needing more information. You're a bit undecided about what exactly you want and about how exactly to move forward from a situation from the past. I feel like you want to move forward here. You want to take that step forward. You're really about it. But you're also very defensive about the past here. You're very stuck in the past. You don't really want to be. You know what I mean? No one wants to be in that energy, but it just is the way it is right now. And I feel like you're kind of like jiggling, I almost said, juggling two things, or more things, but basically you're undecided about what thing, which thing is more important. This thing's important, and so is this thing, but like which one is more important? And I feel like in order for you to decide that, you need more information first. You need to contemplate this a little longer. You need to kind of like figure out what your values are. Make that boundaries and deal breakers list if this is about love. Make that list, know what you need before you get out there. But basically, I feel like you're manifesting some kind of decision here, some kind of deliberate decision. You're able to kind of like, focus more and think more. You have to decide what that is, though, what you value and what you really want. Like, I feel like what you manifest, it's going to be what you need. Like, you're supposed to do something that's good for you, right? You can manifest bad things. But if you're trying to go the right way with this, which I feel like you are because the judgment card's here, so I feel like, you're asking this question, you're not wanting to fuck this up. So in order to do that, I feel like really you just have to get right with yourself. I'm surprised the hermit isn't here because it's saying, or it should be saying basically like you need to take that time on your own. Don't have outside influences, you know what I mean? Tell you what you need to do, because whatever you need to do, I cannot believe right now these kittens. Do you hear them? They're just going off, dude. Yeah, basically, it's going to be up to you what you manifest. And so you could manifest something bad. But here, I think the best way to go about this is to just know what you value. You know what I mean? You just have to get right with yourself again. You're undecided, so I feel like you're kind of unclear. Like right now, you're not really sure what you value or what's most important to you. Maybe something happened and now you're kind of on this path where you're like, fuck, I don't even know what I want anymore or what's good for me anymore. I don't know how to make decisions that are good for me. You feel like you can't do that. But really, you can, and you will. It's just you got to get right with yourself again. You have to get straight, and you have to understand exactly what you're wanting. Where do you want to go, and why? You know what I mean? Why do you think you want these things? You have to decide that. Put something to rest too. Remember, you're having a hard time, excuse me, letting go of something from the past here. So it's like this thing is dragging you down. But I feel like you know that. You know what I mean? Like I feel bad because I feel like you know that already. Like you know that you don't want that. You know what I mean? Like no one wants to be in that energy. No one wants that, but it's there. So basically what you need to do now is decide how you can put it to rest. I feel like that's the first step for you. But what you're manifesting, I feel like you're just manifesting, stability basically, but you have to make decisions. You have to start making decisions and stop being so wishy-washy and not sure, which is like a lot easier said than done, so I'm not judging, don't get me wrong. But you got to figure out what you want to do here and stop being so undecided. Because this is your life, you know what I mean? Got some new starts ahead of you. You just gotta go for it, dude. You know what I mean? You just gotta go for it. See how he's like so careless? Like, he's so careless about this cliff here. He could just go off this cliff and he doesn't even care. He's like, whatever, no worries. And that's how you should be. You should just go for it. I mean, obviously, like, try to make some good decisions. Don't just be careless. But I just feel like you couldn't even be careless anyway. It doesn't seem like you're a careless person. I mean, you're obviously asking a question like this. I feel like you're not careless, but, I think you just have to give yourself permission to do what you want to do. Because it seems like you just don't know. Maybe you feel like you can't. Maybe you feel like it's, you don't deserve it or something, but you definitely deserve it. So I feel like what you're manifesting, though, is, your path. You're manifesting a period of your life where you're going to be able to make some decisions for yourself. You're manifesting deliberate action taking and decision making. So that's good. That's good. Can you hear the kittens? Because, like, oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I don't even know where Victor's at, dude. I feel bad, though. They need to be fed. So, nice. Okay, so, let's see here. Mika, I think we're on, right? Mika. You're welcome, Divine. If it's about a job, I feel like you're kind of like, the reason you haven't been able to manifest a job is because it's hard for you to make a decision on what you want to do in regards to your job, You got to start like figuring out what you really want. Maybe you're not looking in the right place. Maybe you got to start like really doing something you are passionate about instead of something you feel like is going to bring in good money or something like that, or something that is expected of you. You feel like is expected of you. Like that's not the way to go. You know what I mean? You got to do something you love. In this day and age, we can do that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be something you don't really want to do. Like it can be something you really love to do. Okay, so Mika, general question or a general reading. Guidance, okay. Okay. So you got a tower moment here. Whatever I see a tower, I say basically just do not resist any changes that are trying to happen for you. Don't resist any changes and don't try to push anything that isn't happening. Like you're trying to push this, you're trying to make it happen, it's just not happening. Stop trying to push it to happen. Like stop trying to make things be a certain way. Like stop trying to resist changes and stop trying to push things to happen that aren't happening. You know what I mean? Like stop trying to be in control of that. Let the tower flow. It's going to be a situation that is not necessarily pleasant, but basically it's just meant to happen. It has to happen this way. You know what I mean? It's meant to happen. And it's not easy, but it's meant to happen. So don't get in the way of that, you know what I mean? Because if you do, it'll be a lot harder for you. But I feel like this is being brought on because of a heartbreak basically. It could be a loss of a loved one, it could be, a relationship, basically, anything that can bring pain to your heart. It doesn't have to be a relationship, though. It could be anything. But this is now causing you a lot of problems, and you may feel like everything around you is kind of crashing down, and maybe you feel like everything's falling apart. But it's meant to happen this way. You will get through it and see the sun on the other side, okay? But it's not going to be easy, but you can do it. And I feel like it's being triggered though. It's being brought on because of pain in your heart. So now other things are falling apart. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going to happen here. Any messages for you, what we can see here for you. Okay. Also, I feel like this is talking about, don't avoid the pain you feel because it's going to bring more problems to you if you do, obviously, but we all run from shit sometimes. So this could be regarding a marriage. Maybe someone you were involved with was married, or maybe you were married, or maybe you were gonna get married and now you're not. Could be a third party situation with the Three of Swords there. Three of Swords, so it could be a third party. But also this could be talking about a Taurus person, someone who is a Taurus zodiac sign. Also, it could just be talking about, your morals, you know what I mean? Like something that is expected of you and something that is socially acceptable. It's like is kind of fucked, or something maybe you were let down in some way by your community or society in some way, and it just brings you a lot of trouble to your heart because you're like, it's an unresolvable situation. It's something you really can't do on your own or control on your own, so it's just getting to you, and really it's causing a lot of shit in your life right now. You feel like shit is just kind of falling apart and not going right. You feel like the path is not right for you right now, like this is not what's supposed to happen, but it is, and it's all happening for a reason. So that's what I want you to keep in mind too, is that, when you're going through these feelings, just remember that you will get through it. Be strong, obviously. That's cliche, but it's true. You will get through these things. And honestly, they're happening for a reason. You just have to be patient. The Seven of Pentacles is here to tell you it's going to take some time, and it may be a bit lonely, and it may be a bit hard to you may get impatient, as we all usually do when we have to be patient about something. But, just keep at it. Keep, being consistent with what you're trying to accomplish. He's tending to this garden, and it's going to take a while, but he's doing it. And, you just have to be patient and get through this. You know what I mean? Just get through it. And you will. But that's the message for you, basically, is just keep pushing, okay? When things get hard, keep pushing and know that they're happening for a reason, okay? Please do not forget that. Do not feel like this is, do not feel like this isn't your life, this isn't supposed to happen. It's happening for a reason, even if it's hard, okay? Especially when it's hard, you're gonna learn from it. It's hard to accept that in the moment, you're like, fuck that, this is too hard, this isn't, but it is, and that's why it's happening. It's not that you deserve it or anything, maybe you do, but maybe you don't, and it's just the way it is for you, because you have to learn something from this. You're supposed to become stronger after this, okay? Also, this is talking about basically you're going to have people that want to give you handouts, maybe help you out along the way, or it's either talking about that or it's talking about you helping people out. So let's see here. I also feel like it's saying you're gonna have support during this time. So like if you feel like you don't have what you need, or you need something more and you're just not able to get it yourself, then you'll have people that are able to, guide you and help you and be there. So you will not be without. Like it's not going to be a situation that you think it is. Like you think you're going to need so much help and everything, and maybe you will, but you'll have that help if that's what you need. Okay? Okay, we're talking about a lot of reminiscing from the past. Yeah, the problem with this though is that you're kind of closed off right now because you're thinking about how everything has come to be and it's not what you expected. You're thinking, have all these events played out from my past to now? Like how have they all come and created the situation where I'm at now? And you just feel like it's shit or something, something isn't going right for you. And so you feel like, very closed off because of that. And look here, people are trying to give you things or help you or support you. So that's the thing that could get in the way for you, is you're being stubborn about that and you're being closed off. So don't do that. People want to come into your life and, help you out. Some people aren't very helpful. Some people think they know what they're talking about and they don't. Some people lead you down the wrong path. Some people think they know what's right for you and they really don't know what's right for you. So, of course, be careful and take everything with a grain of salt. If you feel like that person is going to hurt you, then obviously don't take that advice or help. But basically, I feel like you're really kind of limiting yourself here by not taking certain help, by being unapproachable and being closed off and kind of angry, or at least showing that you don't want anything to do with it. You know what I mean? There's people there who want to help you, so just be open to that, okay? You don't have to feel alone. Okay. Okay, I think we're on Tana or Tana. Girl, get over here. How are you doing? Okay. You're welcome, Mika. I hope you got some insight from that. Okay? So, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. They're gonna pull your ass down. Okay. Get out of there, weirdo. The cats are going crazy right now. Can you stay? Are you gonna stay? All right. Okay. We're having some malfunctions today, y'all, but we're gonna get through it. So, all right, Benefish. Okay. I swear on my life that if you don't stop. Okay, my goodness, what messages does Spirit have for me? Okay. No, Buzz. Oh! Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Lord, have mercy on my soul, please. I'm coming, Elizabeth. God, they're fucking psycho. Okay. Messages from Spirit for you. Let's see here. Okay. There's fear here. There is afraid of being hurt from the past or from things you're thinking about, all these events again, all these events that have led up to the point you are at now, and now you're feeling kind of traumatized, you know? It's not paranoia because he's been hurt in the past. You see this bandage on his head? He's been hurt in the past. So his fear and anxiety, you know, he's hyper vigilant now. He's looking around going, what is going to happen next? Not like what or if, but when, right? When, because I know it's going to happen. Like they're, you know, you're afraid straight up like about something happening and going wrong or just not happening right. So, you know, and it's because of everything that's happened recently or, you know, all along. But I feel like this is recently since you're saying things have been tough recently. So you're afraid of, you know, taking action. You're afraid of like what's going to happen next. What do you do? Where's some messages from spirit here? Anything for them to know for their highest good? Anything they need to know? Any way out of this for them? Any kind of clear path or light at the end of the tunnel? What do they need to know? All right, we got the Magician. So basically, that's a great card to get to, by the way, because it's basically saying you have everything that you need to take control and, you know, manifest what you need to manifest. You have everything you need to, you know, get what you need out of the situation or, you know, in the future, whatever, you know, you have the tools you need. So it's not like you need anything more. It's not like you're lacking something. You have what you need, okay? It's just realizing that and just taking advantage of that and finding, you know, where that's at, like your creativity. You need to know, you know, how do I, you know, how do I really make that happen for myself? You know, okay, it's there, but I can't see it. I can't find, you know, you feel blocked. It's quite possible you feel blocked. And you just don't really know what to do, you know, because of this fear, right? Fear is a bitch. Fear will fuck everything up. So just be careful with that fear, you know. And I'm sure you don't want that fear, you know. It's not. This is not. You don't want to be in that energy. You know what I mean? It's hard to be in that energy. It doesn't feel good. And you're like, how the fuck do I get out of this? So basically, but you know, the cards are saying that you have what you need to get out of this. Like you have what you need. You have what it takes to do what you need to do. So stop being so down on yourself and thinking you don't have what it takes or you need more of something. You don't. But what you do need is better judgment. You know, I feel like but that's the thing that's hard though when you have all that fear. It's hard to have good judgment when you have fear because your fear is telling you, don't do this, don't do that, this is dangerous, this isn't a good idea, and you're limiting yourself. So I feel like you know, one of the messages for you for sure is that you need to just believe in yourself more and know and trust yourself, you know? You've been through things worse than this before and you know that you can get through it, but basically it's just you don't know how right now. And when things are uncertain, it seems impossible or it seems like is this ever going to end? And it will. And all of this is not your responsibility either. Like I feel like this situation you're going through is something that you really are putting all on your own shoulders and that's too much. What, you know, you can't expect to really, like, how are you going to do it all on your own? You know what I mean? You can't. So stop trying to. These are not all your burdens to carry. So this is reunion. This could be reunion with basically, I feel like you grabbing the sword in your own life and just like, you know, cutting out things that need to be cut out, taking actions that need to be taken. This is talking about a lot of control and a lot of power, but I feel like it's not talking about you having power and being able to really control the situation or, um, you know, like change what anyone else is going to do, right? Because we can't do that. But I feel like what it's saying is basically you're going to feel like you have more power just because you're going to feel empowered, basically. But this is all happening because there's some reunion. I feel like from the past you used to feel more empowered than you do now. I mean, I'm sure that's kind of true because of, you know, it's been hard lately. But there's this feeling from the past that you're going to be reuniting with. I feel like that's what it's saying. Not necessarily a person, but something from the past, a feeling. Buzz! Buzz! A feeling from the past and a, you know, a way of life that you used to be living. But there is a lot of uncertainty right now. There's a lot of things that you're just not looking at in a way that's realistic. And there's a lot of options too. So there's different way there's a lot of different ways that you're looking at these things that aren't realistic. So the thing is, you need to get realistic. And how do you do that when you don't know you're being unrealistic? Well, I'm here to tell you there's things that you're looking at that basically you're looking at it either as it's too, like you're looking at it in a way that's like you're giving it more credit than it deserves, or you're not giving it enough credit. Like you feel like, you know, the worst thing is going to happen in every situation. And either way, either if you're looking at it like it's so great or it's so bad, either way, it's unrealistic and it's not true. and you're just kind of imagine like these things. It's kind of an illusion that is being presented, whether good or bad. It's still not realistic. So you need to get realistic with yourself for sure. You need to understand that just because you have this fear, just because you have these fears does not mean that it's the end of the world and that everything's going to, be shitty for you. And I understand it's hard to really know, to really believe that when all of these things are happening, but it's just, you got to get right with yourself and real with yourself. If that involves therapy, if that involves talking with a friend, do not keep this shit bottled in, because I feel like you're really dealing with some heavy shit, and it's impossible for you to do it on your own. Again, impossible. Okay, so please stop taking it all on yourself. It's just not going to work. There's conflict with a lot of different people. You got to get outside of your normal group. Like, don't be going to your family and closest friends about this shit. Like, if you have a close friend that's, like, really supportive, great. But it seems like right now, the people in your life or maybe, around you are just, there's conflict, and it's just really not the people to go to. I feel like you need to kind of go outside of the family or outside of your friends, because you need to get into, like, maybe even a professional's perspective. Just because they do this for a living. They're not there to, like, tell you things that are going to make you feel better. I mean, they're there to tell you you're not crazy and to talk to you about these things, but it's an outside perspective, and it's not somebody you know what I mean? It's somebody who, like, does this for a living, and this is what they want to help you know what I mean? And they're going to look at things that you're not looking at and point those things out to you and see, like, you'll be able to see different ways of doing things just because of their perspective. And it's really important that you get a different perspective, okay? It's really important that you get away from, trying to lean on everybody around you, because I feel like it's just too much for everyone around you. Like, if there's people involved in your situation, it's just not the people to go to about this. It just isn't going to work that way, because it's just you guys don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, you don't know what to do, so trying to brainstorm, it's really not working. You know what I mean? It's just, you got to go to somebody else. You got to go outside of the people that you know and get some other perspective on this, so you can release it. It's likely you're not releasing a lot of the things you want to release. You feel like you may be judged or something to that effect, is what I'm feeling. Like, you just feel like it's not going to be received, maybe, or that your ideas are stupid. You have a lot to let go of, and you need to let go of it so that you can actually see yourself for who you are again, because I feel like you're putting yourself down. You're not seeing yourself clearly. This could also be talking about you not seeing yourself clearly and your ideas clearly. Like, there's just a lot that is unclear, and there's a lot that's not even really happening. Like, that's probably having a lot to do with this fear, though. That's a lot to do with this fear here. That's why things are seeming like they're going to be the worst thing in the world, or you're giving them too much credit, maybe. Either way, it's unrealistic, and it's difficult to know how to, like, look at things in a realistic way. Maybe you think you're looking at them realistic. Like, I'm being the most realistic as I can. Like, what do you mean? But no, you're not. But that's, it's not your fault. But the thing is, you got to get right with yourself and real with yourself. You got to get an outside perspective. Because the people around you, it's just arguments and it's just conflict, and it's not going to work that way. Okay. So I hope you got some insight from that. I think we're on one more person or something. Yeah, I think we're on Pinkie Pie, yeah. Aw, you guys are nice. Cool. Cool, I'm glad it was helpful to you. Okay, current feelings of CR towards me. You always ask this. Let's see if anything's changed, okay? Because I don't want to, remember what happens when we ask a question too many times, repetitively. You're gonna get an answer you don't like. I'm telling you. I've done it, okay? I've done it. I know that it happens. So let's see. Sorry, picking up some cards here. Alright. I'm going to use the Romance Angels for this one, though. See what's left between you guys, you know, to see if there's, like, anything there to be, like, looking forward to, basically. Or is this, like, a lost cause? Or is there actually something there for you to still be, you know, wasting your time with, or, you know, giving your time to? I shouldn't say wasting your time, because we don't know if it's a waste of time. But, let's see. Romance Angels, tell us what's between these two. Pinkie Pie and CR. What's between these two? Is there anything left there that they should be looking forward to or working on? What do we need to know about the situation? What do we need to know about them? Tell me about their love situation or their connection, their relationship in general. What is there? What do we need to know? What is there? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And also religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this can mean a number of things. But basically I see here that you can kind of move forward with the person. Like a lot's happened. And you guys do have some healing to do. And that's obviously going to take both your guys' you know, efforts to be able to accomplish that. But which isn't guaranteed. But basically, you know, you can. It's just, this doesn't even necessarily say that you're going to resolve things between you, but basically you're forgiving them and learning from the situation. So it's going to help you either way. Even if, you know, you feel like you want to be with this person, and if that doesn't happen, then, oh, it's negative. But really, it's helping you. It will help you in your life to be able to forgive the person. Because forgiveness, of course, we all know, is not really about the other person. It's about us. Well, it's not like about us. But, I mean, it's, you know, we're doing it. We don't always have to do it expecting them to forgive us. We're doing it because we just, you know, we're trying to set ourselves free, basically, you know, and move on. So, you know, and do the right thing, and just, you know, not everyone's going to forgive you, but basically you still have a lot to learn from the situation. So do they feel about you? How do they feel? Like you guys have been through a lot of shit, you know? There's a lot of, like, heavy scarring here, I feel like. A lot of heavy scarring, like a lot of wounds. And you guys have a lot of healing to do if you're going to ever resolve that. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So again, I feel like you could do this. You could resolve it with them. Because then we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This could be the one you've already met, your romantic partner, the romantic partner you seek. So if we're not talking about this person, we're talking about somebody else, and basically the cards are saying you need to stop, like, thinking that this person is it, because it's not, and you're going to find someone else. But if you feel like this resonates with you with this person, then it's them, you know? And basically, you know, you guys have had a lot of rough patches. But again, if you can make this, if you can resolve this by putting in effort on both sides, I feel like you guys can reunite and make this happen, because it is seemingly a good connection. So let's see if they're feeling this, like what they're feeling right now currently. What are they feeling towards you? Disappointment. Either they feel like you were not committed, or they weren't committed. And it happened very quickly. Like, it's like, it just kind of was very sudden and abrupt. But basically, there's a disappointment there. And, you know, when you see a situation where, you know, you're having to resolve things, with the Five of Cups, I feel like, you know, they do not want to redo that. You know what I mean? They want to resolve these things if they're going to get back with you, and if they're going to make it happen with you. They want to see changes. You know, they don't want the same bullshit. So there's disappointment there, because they're, you know, maybe they're let down. They didn't think it was going to be a certain way that it was, or they just, like, felt different about you, and then you showed them, you know, different, that they just are disappointed with. You know, expectations are a bitch. But basically they were let down, and so I feel like they're still feeling that. So this whole, like, this could be the one reunion, you know, soulmate thing. Also about the soulmate thing, I feel like you need to manifest the person that you're wanting, the type of relationship that you need. Deal breakers and boundaries list, remember that. You know, get that list out, because that's going to be important for you. Don't just go and settle for anybody. It's going to be important for you to get with somebody that you know is right for you. So that's what you need to do. A lot of people go out there and they just wing it, and they're just like, well, I guess we'll see what happens. No, You need to know what you're looking for and what you're not looking for so that you don't make those mistakes and waste your time, you know what I mean? And become very abused in a certain situation that you never knew you were going to be in. Like, there's red flags for a reason. You're supposed to know what you need and what you want and what you don't. So that when that person shows those signs, you're like, definitely not even about that. Don't want it. No, nothing about that is interesting to me. I'm not about it. And you just don't waste your time. You know what I mean? Because you can do that. Like, you can make those decisions and say no and decide, I don't want to do this anymore because you're showing a different side that I'm not cool with, you know? So that's what you need to do. You need to realize what you do want, because then it will be a lot more clear for you, like, if you even want to be with this person, if this person's right for you or not, or if there's another person that is better for you. So, and when that person comes along, how do you know? You know what I mean? Because they're doing all the right things, saying all the right things, or not. You know what I mean? No one's perfect though, so don't expect a perfect person, but to be your exact ideal. But basically, yeah, I feel like this person's very disappointed about what happened between you guys, and if you're gonna make it work, it's not gonna be soon. It's gonna be with time. Be patient. Put effort out there. Make the changes that you need to make, that they want you to make, and don't do it though for them. Like, if they're ridiculous and asking, and they're just like kind of immature about it, and they need to take responsibility, then don't be doing that. But you know what you need to change and what you don't. So if there's things about you that you need to change and those haven't changed, then don't expect it to get any better between you. You know what I mean? But also, do not take that all on yourself. Like, do not only be the one who's changing. Like, make sure that they're doing that work too. You know what I mean? And do not settle. Okay? So I feel like, yeah, this person does have feelings, but it's disappointment right now, and it's hurt, and they don't want to do the same thing over and over again. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed that live. I might go live again tonight. Might go again tomorrow. I mean, for sure tomorrow, if not tonight, but it might be tonight. I'm not really sure yet what I'm gonna do. So stay tuned. And also hi. And also make sure that you're subscribing. Make sure you're subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you know when we go live, and then you can get on that free list and get your question answered for free. So I really appreciate you guys coming out here. Make sure you're coming back on tonight. Yeah, it was early for us, but I might go back on tonight. I might not though, so just make sure you're subscribing and hitting the bell so you know if I do or not, and then you can get on the list and ask me a question. I'd really love to answer your guys' questions. I love doing that, so make sure that you're hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell so you guys know, okay? Thank you. Have a good night, you guys. I'll see you in a little, okay? See you in a little bit.